Hi everyone, it's me, out of drag, but guess what? You're going to get to see me for the first time do my makeup. You're going to go from this to this. Ooh, ooh. Alright, let's get some painting done. So before I begin, I'd just like to let you know, if you hear any noise in the background, it's one of several things. One, it could be my neighbors. They do have a baby, and she's been kind of fussy today, and poor baby, she's been having a bad day. Also, I'll be watching Camp Wanakiki. Clink! So you might be hearing some background, might be hearing that in the background. Not going to give like a full explanation of everything I'm doing. There's some stuff in here that there's like a million videos on like already. So just bear with me and let's have some fun. Now, first thing I'm going to do, of course, is block out my eyebrows. In which case, I am going to need a rubber glove. Yes, I keep some handy. Find them at CVS, whatever. And I like to use Prozade adhesive, which you can find off of Amazon. And I'm not going to explain to you in depth on how to do this because there's like literally a ton of videos on how to do it. And yeah, that's Camp Wanakiki Season 2 in the background. So I'm just like to use, I like to apply it with the Q-tips. So, you know, that's just my weird process right there. So what I basically am doing is that I'm taking a little bit of a glob on the Q-tip, and then I'm going against the hairs. Against the hairs. If you wonder why I'm staring over here, it's because the monitor's over here. It's, you know. Anyways, so I'm actually going against the hairs. How I secure my eyebrows is the new title of this video. Ooh, Carly and I'm in Clyde. I'm actually friends with her on TikTok. Those moments right there. Anyways, might have to get a couple dabs or two in here. Just work it in the hairs. And then we're just going to smooth it out. We're going to be very neat, precise, pristine. I sound like John McClane. You know, I gotta give a shout out to the JJ Staffing Turtle. Hi, the JJ. And like I said, we're just gonna smooth that. And then when I smooth it out, I kind of go with the growth of the hair, because if you don't, because what I found, if you don't, you end up with like this big clump of hair just right there. And it also helps it to dry. Diana Fire, I'm friends with her on Facebook. You know, I love Camp Wanakiki. It's just one of those shows that, you know, it's just amazing. Okay, so I gotta wait for this to dry before I set it. In the meantime, I'm gonna move on. The next thing I do is that I'm gonna prime, but I'm gonna do that off camera. So I finished priming. What I like to use, I use a combination of products. Generally, my general combo is this lovely e.l.f. Poreless Primer. You can find it pretty much in any drugstore. I got it for like about $6 bucks. Not bad, not bad. I don't use too much of it. But also, I tend to finish it off with Nivea Men. This is a little old school track secret. Little Nivea Men post after shave balm. Why, you ask? Because it's cheap and literally has the exact same ingredients in it as most foundation primers. I've also kind of re-fallen in love with this lovely Smashbox. This is a sample size from a, I want to say Birchbox I got. Oh, anyways. Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation. I don't know if you can see it. See, that's also why I wear gloves too. So you can see it. Sorta. Kinda. Focusing? I don't know. I don't know. I'm still waiting for this to get all dry and get a little tacky before I set it down. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and finish off my priming with this lovely Nivea, because I did just recently shave. This will help hide. Yeah, I also kind of shaved up here. Like I shaved my head. So, but yeah. So we're just doing that and enjoying Camp on a Kiki. I love Cherry Pie, Apple Brown Betty, and also Dear Ruthie. I love them all. Dear Ruthie kind of reminds me of an aunt I have. just like, less drinking. And I'm getting just whatever left over in my hand, just underneath my eyes too. So, what should I do next? Well, since it's still drying and I don't like to wait a whole lot, I don't feel comfortable just sitting here fanning myself. And also, since I already have the glove on, foundation. I guess so. Colors. Foundation. Got them all right here. So you can color correct, but I kind of like to look for foundations with a more orange look with a more orange coloration. Because let me pause this for a second. Because the general school of thought is that to color correct to hide blue under the skin, which is what your beard would show, is that you would have to use orange, because orange on a color wheel directly cancels out blue. And vice versa for very other things. Like if you have redness, then a green concealer would do that too. In fact, actually, I might just go ahead and do that. I got this lovely Maybelline Stick Concealer. And I do have some redness. So the Queen, I do have some redness, so the Queen, for y'all, wants to be spotless, and I overestimated the number of Q-tips I needed. I'm just going to hit play on this again. So, but, no, not a Q-tip, I'll just use my color corrector sponge. And since there's some blue, let's see, where is it? By the way, my table is a mess. My table's a mess, but so is my life, so, sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset. Here we go. You know what? I'm also going to take this lovely lavender color corrector shade from NYX Cosmetics. I'm just going to get it on a Q-tip here. Get underneath my eyes.
Come on, bring me that nut. Yeah, bring me that nut. Yeah. Come on, Carly! Don't nut in my hair. Oh. You got it. I told you not to get it in my hair.
So I'm putting some lavender concealer under here to help brighten up my eyes a little bit. Okay. Where is that? Still drying. Go figure. Alright, so now we're going to do... I'm going to start swapping on some foundation. Just, whatever. Near, far, wherever you are. By the way, can I just say, I fell in love with Miss Kitty, ATX, and Boris Tudis on the show. On Camp Wanakiki. I fell in love with them. Miss Kitty Letter, ATX, is from my home. It's from my state, Texas, and she is actually an Austin legend. I'm using a stick foundation. This one is a Mayron Cream Blend stick. So, it's a theatrical grade makeup. And it's a little cheaper than Krylon. We're just gonna blend. And I don't need to bore you at this part. Okay, I have thoroughly foundationed the lower part of my face. I was gonna contour, but it's starting to dry and get real tacky. So we're not gonna contour. Yet again, why we use gloves? I don't get foundation on my hands. Now I'm taking this lovely tried and true drag secret, which is very cheap, this Coty Air Spun loose powder, and this is in translucent. It's not quite really translucent, but it gets the job done. And it smells good, and it's, I get it off of Amazon Prime for about $3. I get it for $3 each, so it's a $6 2 set, so that's what I do. Anyways, I'm just taking a little makeup sponge. Just dip it into the powder itself, and I'm gonna... Oh, see that? It's ready. Really gonna... And we're gonna kind of really press the powder in to the brow. Press the powder into the brow. Into the brow. Press it into the brow. And this one, it's tacky. It's tacky like my sense of humor. So, like I said, really press into it. Want every form of moisture to just get away from there. And to prep my eyebrows for this, I take an alcohol wipe. I get like the little wipes you can find them at CVS or Walgreens. Or just get alcohol in a pad and just really get into the hairs of your eyebrows. Your skin's not going to love you, but trust me, it makes putting adhesive on your eyebrows a lot easier. Now, you can put on a second coat. I'm not. You can actually put on like a second coat of Prozade to like, get in between the little crackles and everything. I'm not. But, that's what y'all can do. You can actually do it. You can do it like what you would do with like the Elmer's glue. In fact, sometimes I take Elmer's glue and I'll actually put that on top of the Prozade. But to keep the hairs down, I use the Prozade. I've just skipped ahead a little bit and everything, so now I'm foundationing. I'm laying down the foundation pretty much everywhere. I already covered the eyebrows. Also taking a minute to laugh at Camp Wanakiki. Ooh, child. Oh gosh, I'm thinking about going live on TikTok at some point, but probably not. Not sure. No. In fact, let me give you a little in-depth look at what I do at TikTok. No, delete last clip, yes. So, that's down. Now then, I'm going to swipe on my, okay, this is when I actually paid for Kryolan and everything, but then again, I only use this shade for contouring. This is Kryolan TP Paint Stick NG1. It's their most ebony of ebony colors. Literally Snickers in a tube. Or at least it's going to look like that on my pale ass. So, anywho. Not really going to go for a softer look, but you know what? I'm going to kind of swipe some of this. I'm going to speed through and kind of swipe some of this on real quick. I'll be right back with you. So this is the part I really didn't want you guys to see because this takes the longest. It's basically contouring my jawline a little bit. I do like a swipe and then I blend down. You know, when I first started doing drag, I was a very fishy gal. Fishy. Sorry, that is an incorrect term to use. That's what we used not that long ago. But that's what it was called. That's what I was told it was. Basically, I was doing it to be as believable as possible. As a woman. I was basically impersonating a lady. Which is not what I do now. Now I'm a very painted lady, obviously. You know, and if I was doing a show, I would bring down my foundation all the way down to here. And I would do my ears. And sometimes I would do my hands. Just kind of complete the look. But that's not me right now. That's not what I do right now. So, anyway, now then, I'm gonna go ahead and start from the top. I start from like the top of the ear down because I really want like, you know, definitive cheekbone. So. Kevy, where is your meds? Anyways, but like I said, I just kind of go like this, and I'll clean it up a little bit later.
Don't look at me. I was busy fighting protesters over a drag queen story hour. We're gonna need you to possibly come in.
You know, I kind of draw my lines, and then also I go for my eye. You know what? I'm not gonna. For my eye, I need a much more traditional foundation brush. Yes, my brushes are gross. Are kind of gross, but you know, hey. That's one thing I found. The dirtier the brush, the easier the foundation goes on. And I know you can kind of still see my eyebrows, but that's going to get covered up in a minute. So, from... Of course, switching back to my other brush, it's got fun, dude. Now to blend this all out. Guys, I apologize. I just realized how long this video is going to be. So I'm going to speed through and do this off camera. Now I know what y'all think. You haven't even realized to Edward's mama. Girl, look how orange you look. We're going to fix that. Just be patient. Be patient for mama. And TikTok. Focus, damn it. Focus, 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 focus.
When I first started doing drag, people said I'd get big when pigs fly. Well, here I am, ladies and gentlemen. I've reached
And TikTok, and TikTok, and TikTok. Ooh, my robe's gone on done. I'm not wearing anything underneath it, FYI. It's not this kind of show. Mama gonna get paid for that kind of show. Anywho, now comes on the part that I do, highlighting. So, yeah. Oh my goodness. And for highlighting, I get my trusty true, Ben Nye, very crusty container of Clown White. But actually, I'm not going to use it today. I'm going to go ahead and use a stick foundation instead. And this is another Mayron color in Eurasia Ivory. Can't read the number though. Well, Amazon.
Destruction plaguing our planet. She sends 5 magic rings to 5 special young people. Paris, not from Paris, but the power of Earth. From Portland, Oregon, Diana, with the power of fire.
You're probably thinking, but Phoebe, you have not contoured your nose yet. We're getting there, so chill the F out.
With the power of what? God. Debbie from Chicago, with the power of heart. With their 5 powers combined.
So I'm grabbing my I'm grabbing a mini sponge. I'm just gonna blend. Blend, blend, blend.
Frog or ginger. I am a 70s mod frog looking for love. I saw you all dressed up under a toadstool last night with no one to sit with you and nowhere to go. I'm curvaceous.
Has anyone else noticed that the famous drag queens, drag daughters, and all these competitions are coming out? Like Ginger Minge, Tor Hyman won season 2 of Camp on a Kiki. Did I spoil it for people? Well, it's been out for a while. Haters. I'm gonna finish this off camera. I know what you're thinking. This seems kind of harsh and everything, but oh, I gotta pause you girls for a minute. But anyways, I know what y'all thinking. It seems kind of harsh. Anyways, I actually picked this trick up from watching Ariel Versace's tutorial on, when she was just basically going over contouring. Her newer one, she has an older one too, but when she basically went over contouring. And I find this one actually works by putting the highlighter on after you contour. I find that it actually kind of works because you have more control, I can't lighten up the darker makeup, but I can always darken the lighter makeup, that kind of thing. And, and I've actually seen some pretty good results. And I might just tighten up the contour down here and then blend it up just a little bit more, but that's about it. Oh. So that's actually what I'm going to do. Just kind of tighten up the yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to tighten up the contouring on my cheeks a little bit more. Okay. And my face is contoured. I'm gonna have to change batteries in this damn camera soon. So... Okay, so after going through the footage and editing it, I need to really work on my timing and also my editing skills. So we're gonna have to suspend right here and please wait and hold on for part 2 of Getting Ready with me, Phoebe Courtesan.